Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Mustang Stadium on campus of West Prairie High School for tonight's Mid-Penn Colonial Division boys soccer matchup between the visiting Greencastle-Antrim Blue Devils and your West Prairie Mustangs. Now let's meet the teams. First, for the visiting Blue Devils, wearing number 10, Caleb Bain. Wearing number 6, Andrew Bowers. Wearing number 38, Chase Davidson. Wearing number 9, Garrett Decker. Wearing number 4, Henry Drawball. Wearing number 11, Ryan Farrell. Wearing number 40, Ethan Ford. Wearing number 17, Mitch Lago. Wearing number 8, Ben Murray. Wearing number 15, Daniel Sprinkle. And wearing number 20, Brady Wagner. The Blue Devils are coached by Eric Brunner. He is assisted by Bella Graham and Cody Young. Now, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for your West Prairie Mustangs. Wearing number 22, Garrett Bartlow. Wearing number 20, Josiah Twig. Wearing number 29, Andrew Rasinger. Wearing number 3, Justin Clegg. Wearing number 12, Ethan Dotson. Wearing number 8, Brayden McKeever. Wearing number 18, Kyle Port. Wearing number 10, Mason Sano. Wearing number 7, Bryce Turok. Wearing number 11, Micah Weaver. And wearing number 2, Tanner Ziegler. The Mustangs are coached by Jared Whiteley. He is assisted by Charles Ank. Ladies and gentlemen, we are continuing PIAA Officials Appreciation Week, so please make a round of applause for our officials here tonight. Chris Baker, Nicholas Morrow, and Leslie Pullman. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps to Our America with the playing of our national anthem. From West Prairie High School Mustang Stadium here in Elliotsburg, we are getting set for a huge Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup for the second night in 3 days as the West Prairie Mustangs, coming off a tough draw on Monday night against Boiling Springs, taking on the Greencastle-Antrim Blue Devils in a huge Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup. The Mustangs come into this game with a record of 9 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw. They are 7-1-1 in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. For the Blue Devils, they are on a bit of a tear as of late, as the Blue Devils are on a 3-game winning streak right now, and their record is 8-3 overall. They are 7-3 in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. West Prairie is coming off a tough draw this past Monday at home against Boiling Springs, a 1-1 draw for West Prairie against the Bubblers. Greencastle-Antrim, on the other hand, they are coming in on a 3-game winning streak with 3 shutouts in the last 3 games, including a 1-0 victory this past Monday at home against Shippensburg when Brady Wagner scored the 1 goal off a Chase Davidson assist. This is the second meeting between the two teams. West Prairie was at Greencastle-Antrim back on September 13th, and the Mustangs were victorious 4-1. The 1 goal for Greencastle was scored by Mitch Lago, and West Prairie had 1 goal from 4 different Mustangs, including Garrett Bartlow, Kyle Port, Michael Weaver, and Dalton Young. Greencastle-Antrim had 4-0 victory against Big Spring, 3-0 against Boiling Springs, and 1-0 for Shippensburg in their last 3 games. Greencastle's in the white, West Prairie's in the green, and we are underway here at Mustang Stadium. We got some stats for both teams. The key player to keep an eye on for the Blue Devils, with 5 goals so far this season, is Caleb Bain. Caleb Bain, the top scorer for the Blue Devils so far this season. And for West Prairie, there are 2 Mustangs to keep an eye on, with 9 goals apiece. Here is Garrett Bartlow. Garrett Bartlow gets this ball taken away now, and Bartlow is going to go for a cross, and oh my goodness, a dangerous shot there for Greencastle. That was number 8, Ben Murray, but it's going to be a corner here for the Mustangs. Anyway, with 9 goals apiece so far, leading the team are Garrett Bartlow and Kyle Port, each with 9 goals so far this season. That ties the team so far this year. So those are your key players to keep an eye on for today's game for both teams, and the Mustangs are already off to a good start here. You heard the starting lines from me tonight, as I was the public address announcer again here tonight. It is Officials Appreciation Week for PIAA, like not just District 3, but for all of the PIAA, sports governing body for Pennsylvania. And Chris Baker, Nicholas Morrow, and Leslie Pullman are the officials for the game here tonight. And a throw-in just stays outside. What a change in the weather we have seen here today. I was at work earlier this morning, and it was cloudy. It was raining for pretty much all morning. And now the weather has completely changed. It looks like the remnants of Hurricane Ian is finally getting out of here, as we are now under clear skies. A few clouds, yeah, but it's not totally cloudy. Sun is setting here in Mustang Stadium on right now what is now a gorgeous Wednesday night here. Now, I am definitely overdressed for this game here today, I'll tell you what. I thought it was going to be cool like it was on Monday. But now it's pretty much picture perfect. I feel like we're in like early summer again. And almost a good pass from Bryce Trog to find Mason Sano, but Sano could not hang on to it. And oh my goodness, all the way on the far side of the field here already, as the Blue Devils are looking for a shot here, but great defensive stop by Bryce Turok. But we're going to have a corner here coming up here for the Blue Devils very quickly here. In just the first 3 minutes of the game, each team already has 1 corner. Mason Sano has 5 goals scored so far this year, the sophomore forward. Corner got to be played in and cleared out by Josiah Twig. We want to thank everyone at home for tuning in on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics. Here for what should be a very exciting Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup between the Mustangs and the Greencastle-Antrim Blue Devils. This is a huge week for West Prairie boys soccer specifically because this Monday they start off the week with a tough draw against Boiling Springs, but that didn't affect their power rankings. Hold on just a second. Here's Kyle Port with his big speed, but not a great shot there, and it's going to be an easy save. The goalkeeper for Greencastle today is Ethan Ford. Here's Kyle Port. Looking for Garrett Barlow down the middle, intercepted. So as I was saying, West Prairie, this is a huge week for West Prairie boys soccer. They had started off the week with a tough draw on Monday against Boiling Springs. Garrett Barlow scored the 1 goal on Monday. And then they have Greencastle here tonight, and then on Saturday, next time that West Prairie boys soccer will be in action will be on Saturday, starting at 2 o'clock with the 2022 Perry County Boys Soccer Tournament, the annual tri-meet between West Prairie, Susquehanna, and Greenwood. And that will be here on Saturday at right here at Mustang Stadium on Saturday, starting at 2 o'clock. We'll talk more about the Perry County tournament later during the halftime report. Speaking of the halftime report, I know we're just getting started here, but if you're just tuning in, or if you check this out on Facebook, you do not want to miss a very special halftime report here, as we are officially going to announce the 2022 West Prairie Athletics Hall of Fame class. So definitely do not want to miss that during the halftime report. We have the biographies up here. I'm not going to read the entire biographies for each inductee, but we'll give a few highlights here for the Hall of Fame inductees during the halftime report. Definitely something you don't want to miss, the announcement of the West Prairie Athletics Hall of Fame class of 2022. Nice passing around here for the Blue Devils, and that ball getting passed back here. West Prairie is looking for something they have never done before. They are looking for a season sweep against Greencastle-Antrim as Colonial Division rivals. Actually, they never done it in history, so West Prairie has a chance to do that here, but Greencastle has been great on defense so far until that shot by Kyle Port, and a good save there for Ford. Free kick here for the Mustangs. Bryce Turek is going to deliver this right at the 32-yard line. And a good one. Didn't look like Mason Sam might have an opportunity, but cleared out. And here's Justin Clegg now. A nice pass here, but no, Bryce Turek has got to be ruled offsides. Bryce Turek doesn't have any goals so far this season. He does have 1 assist so far. Might be looking for a big-time goal here today. Bryce Turek is senior this year. Turek is one of 7 seniors for the Mustangs this season. A big senior class for West Prairie boys soccer, including Josiah Twig, Bryce Turek, Zach Byers, who is not playing here today. He was injured in the last game against Boiling Springs, so he is inactive for today. Or we might be able to see him later in this game. We also got Caleb Nickel, a senior,
Ethan Dodson is a senior this year. And Garrett Bartlett and Kyle Port both are seniors. There's a pass down the middle for Garrett Bartlett and cleared out by number 6, Andrew Bowers. Michael Weaver. Michael Weaver had a couple opportunities for a goal in the game against Boiling Springs. I mean, who can forget about Monday? I mean, that game against the Bubblers was just fantastic. All game long, both teams had several opportunities to score. A couple going off the crossbar, off the post of the goal net. Both goalkeepers on Monday had spectacular saves all day long, including Andrew Riesinger. And a nice pass here right to Kyle Port. And a late call here as Port is ruled offside. I have to give a quick shout out here to the Greencastle-Antrim head coach, Eric Runner. Eric Runner, he's in charge of the Greencastle-Antrim Blue Devils Facebook page, and he sent me a tag on a post thing telling all his fans that the game could be streamed here on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel with the Golden Pipes making the call. And I just have to thank the entire Greencastle-Antrim community for following along, as well as the West Prairie community. We all thank you for tuning in, and we know that even though COVID is pretty much over, like, there's still got to be one or two reasons why you can't make it to these games, so we are always happy to help. We started doing this broadcasting since 2020, after, pretty much during the COVID-19 shutdown in the fall, when sports was able to come back but with limited fans. So we got this broadcasting stream service going. And now here we are in year 3 with a whole bunch of upgrades. And you can see that for yourself on your screen. So we got a new camera here for better vision here. And we also got better sound here thanks to the soundboard and headset that we have here. And also new graphics, as you can see on the bottom of your screen with our new state-of-the-art scoreboard. Has to be entered manually, the time, the score, the team names, and the text on the bottom for Mid-Peg Colonial Division. So yeah, that's all manual. I have to type that in every single time. I have to stop every time the time stops. But yeah, we're very thankful for this, and gotta thank all of you for watching. And so far, through 3 years, we had about almost 80,000 views on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel, and we all thank you for tuning in. And we are sure that you are thanking us for having it. Free kick here for the Mustangs. Josiah Twig gonna deliver this free kick from the 30. And nice job keeping inside is Kyle Port, but it goes right to number 20. That's Brady Wagner. That ball will go out for a West Prairie throw-in. Greencastle-Antrim bench and pretty much the entire team heading into this game are wearing breast cancer awareness t-shirts. It's a nice touch for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And speaking of that, on Friday for West Prairie football is the Hall of Fame game, but it's also a pink out game. So if you plan on going to West Prairie's football game on Friday, make sure to wear pink for breast cancer awareness. West Prairie football calling for a pink out on Friday night against the Big Spring Bulldogs. Throwing here for the Blue Devils. And Ethan Dodson trying to get rid of it. And not a bad shot there for Number 15, that was number 20, Brady Wagner. And where's the ball? Oh, it's over here. Nice crowd here for Wednesday night boys soccer. A lot of West Prairie fans making the trip, as well as a few Greencastle-Antrim fans making the long trip from Greencastle to be here. Free kick here for the Blue Devils. And a pretty good spot right at the 30-yard line. And, oh, wait a minute. Is that a yellow card? Yes, it is. It's a yellow card against Ethan Dodson. What was that about? Now the clock continues to roll, but now the clock is going to stop at 25-28. That usually is the case when there's a yellow card issue. Yellow card issued to Ethan Dodson. I guess he wasn't clear far enough for the free kick. And that free kick goes right to a West Prairie defender. And here's Caleb Nickel. And his pass gets intercepted by Cooper Noblet, who just came in for the Blue Devils. And now here is Noblet now. And that pass, 10 for Noblet, goes wide. We have our West Prairie Athletic Party trivia question of the game coming up in less than 5 minutes. Today's question involves the Blue Devils. Oh, it's got to be played in there. Oh, a great move there, and that's got to be... Oh, my goodness, is that a foul? Number 10 for Greencastle, that is Caleb Bain, the top scorer for the Blue Devils, is down on the field. Clock has not stopped here. The officials did not call for a clock stoppage. I think this has got to be a free kick here for Greencastle-Antrim in a really good spot right at the 10-yard line, making 11-yard line. Oh my goodness, it looked like not a very good shot for Bain, but instead he's got to get a foul, and the Blue Devils are going to have a really good chance here. At the 11-yard line, it's going to be number 6, Andrew Bowers, to go for this free kick, expecting it right at the net. And now clock will stop here. And yeah, it's an injury timeout, so we're going to have a substitution here for Caleb Bain. And Andrew Bowers is going to divert this free kick. Could not see from up here who the substitution was. And a long shot, and that is going to go wide. Actually, over than that, through the uprights. Field goal is good, but no goals. So free kick opportunity wasted right there by the Blue Devils. And Kyle Porter with that header goes right back to Greencastle. That was Daniel Sprinkle with that takeaway. .23 minutes left to go. Still scoreless here in this big-time Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup. We're now to Bryce Turok, finding Mason Sano, gets cleared away. Taken by Caleb Nickel. Caleb Nickel looking for Mason Sano downfield, intercepted by Blue Devils. There's number 10, Caleb Bain, who just came back in, actually. And now West Prairie might have an opportunity here. or not, it's got to be offsides. Substitution, Cooper Noblet going to the bench, and coming back in is Caleb Bain. Good sign to see him for the Blue Devils. Good sign for the Blue Devils. For Bain to come out here, and after he was injured for a few minutes. But now he's back out here ready to go. Here's a throw right to Bain. And Bain going right through the defense. A good stop there for Tanner Sigler. Here's Andrew Bowers. Back to Bowers. A long ball. Got to be taken by Riesinger. West Prairie so far has only given up 7 goals so far this season through 11 games, which is fantastic. 9 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. The 1 loss was on the road at Dillsburg. And the Mustangs' 1 draw was this past Monday, just 2 days ago against Boiling Springs, as many of you are already aware. So even though it was a draw, the good thing is for West Prairie, they are still unbeaten at home, which is huge for this week, especially for the Perry County tournament on Saturday. Going here for Sprinkle. And nice defensive stuff for Kyle Pork, going down middle for Mason Sano. Sano going to look for a long through ball, and showing off his big speed is Bryce Turok, but Turok gets taken away. And now the Blue Devils are on a counterattack here. And that ball got away, intercepted by Josiah Twig. And now an opportunity for number 17. This is Mitch Lago. And we're going to have a foul here, a free kick here for the Mustangs. Now halfway through the first half, now is a good time for our West Prairie Athletic Park Trivia question of the game. And today's question involves the Blue Devils. Greencastle-Antrim's first ever appearance in the District 3 Boys Soccer Tournament was back in 1963 against this team. Back in 1963, the Blue Devils made their first ever appearance in the District 3 Boys Soccer Tournament. They won 4-0, but who did they beat? The answer is coming up at halftime. A good-looking run here. Mason Stano getting stopped by the defense. And now here is Justin Clay. Clay going down middle for Mason Stano, and that ball gets taken away. Mason Stano trying to get it back. Here is Garrett Bartlow now. Garrett Bartlow going right through in the middle and being stopped here. And a free kick here for Greencastle-Antrim. Good stop there for number 11. That is Ryan Farrell. Here is Ford to deliver this free kick on offsides kick. Tonight we continue PIAA Officials Appreciation Week, and that leads us to this question. Have you ever thought of becoming a PIAA official? You ever thought of becoming a referee for soccer? Well, now's your opportunity. Go to PIAAD3.org to find out how you can become a PIAA District 3 official. Again, that is PIAAD3.org. Throwing here for the Blue Devils. This is going to be number 9, Garrett Decker. The throw, he was looking for number 17, Mitch Lago, and ball is going to be taken by Riesinger. And But, oh my goodness, that looked like a handball from up here, but nope, instead, it's going to be taken by the Blue Devils. And, oh my goodness, now Westbury's got to draw a foul here. Commit a foul, actually. Greencastle fans not very happy about it. But a good spot here again for the Blue Devils. Greencastle-Antrim player Caleb Bain is again shaken up. He's taking a couple big hits here tonight. He's got to stay in the game, and now taking a free kick right from the 25 is Andrew Bowers. Andrew Bowers keeps it low and goes right to Riesinger. Not a bad idea there for Bowers. But an easy save there for Riesinger. And lovely through ball here, and wow, the Blue Devils have some big time speed of their own as that ball gets away from Mason Sano, and that ball will go out for a Westbury throw-in. That ball goes out. Kyle Port with a Westbury throw-in. Got a substitution made very quickly here for Westbury. Here's Ethan Dawson, who just came back in, and he was looking for somebody. Instead, he finds Garrett Decker. Garrett Decker now going off the side, and that is almost taken away by Dawson. Decker hangs on to it. Over here now to Bain. And Bain was looking for a third ball, go wide for a Westbury goal kick. 15 minutes left to go here in the first half, still scoreless. We encourage everyone to stick around for a very special Westbury Athletic Park halftime report. What we have coming up later this week, we're making history for girls volleyball tomorrow, and we'll officially have the announcement of the 2022 Westbury Athletics Hall of Fame. You all been waiting, and sorry we had to do this 2 days before the Hall of Fame football game, but we're getting it done here. It was never posted on Facebook. It was never posted on Twitter. So finally, we're going to announce the Hall of Fame class here. Even if you're not a soccer fan, you should tune in right now. Tell all your friends, all your family, saying, hey, in about 14 minutes, we're going to have the official announcement of the 2022 Westbury Hall of Fame class. Also, what we have coming up this week, and all that and more, our answer to our trivia question today, and all that and more coming up on the Westbury Athletic Park halftime report in just under 14 minutes. Here's Mason Sound now. Sound looking downfield, looking for Bryce Turok perhaps, and Turok, oh, that ball gets away from Ford. Gotta look for a cross, take a long shot. That's gonna go behind the net. And Ethan Ford, a big risk taker, going out on the far sideline. It was way out then. Man, Bryce Turok trying to look, that almost looked like an Olympic kind of goal. Pretty much from the far corner. Riesinger got to hang on to this. You know, I've been wondering for the last 48 hours, what, I wonder if, like, this past Monday, after the game on Monday against Bowling Springs, these boys played for 100 minutes, non-stop. So, I bet they slept good, pretty good on Monday night. Garrett Bartlow looking for a through ball. Gets past everyone. Gotta be taken by Ford. Ford, a short kick. Takes a big bounce over Kyle Port. The big question, probably one of the bigger questions for today's game, or for the rest of the season for that matter, who's going to get to 10 goals first? Right now, Garrett Bartlow and Kyle Port are tied on the team with 9 goals this season. So between the two of them, who is going to get goal number 10 first? I'm pretty sure both of those don't really care. They just want to win games, and that's what West Prairie has been doing so far. 9 wins through 11 games. 1 loss, 1 draw for the Mustangs so far. But West Prairie unbeaten at home. Even with the draw on Monday, the Mustangs are still unbeaten at home. Brandon McKeever, who started for the Mustangs today with the long through ball, and Mason Sandler got to build up the pressure a little bit, trying to get the ball away from Ryan Farrell. And that's a great defensive stop there for Mason Sano, as now the Mustangs are going to have a corner. That ball almost gets past everybody. Actually, it pretty much does. And that ball was almost cleared out by Farrell. It was a low corner from Garrett Bartlow. Racing with it. Gotta put this ball on. 10 minutes left to go here in the first half. Again, we want to thank everyone at home for tuning in on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics. Here for, so far, a pretty much even Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup between the Mustangs and the Blue Devils from Greencastle-Antrim. That ball's going to go out for a Blue Devil throw. Nice little student section we have here tonight for West Prairie. Now, even with the draw on Monday against Boiling Springs, the Mustangs are still ranked number 3 in the District 3 2A power rankings. They are only behind Fleetwood and Bakerville. While the Blue Devils are in Class AAA, they are ahead of Boiling Springs by 1 spot, but they are now number 16 in the District 3 AAA power rankings, with the top 16 teams going to the District 3 AAA playoffs. So this is a really big game for both of these teams in terms of playoff hopes. Today is also the last day of the Major League Baseball regular season. I'm so excited for my Yankees, especially last night when Big Aaron Judge hitting a 62nd home run, new American League record. A record that stood more than 100 years, and Aaron Judge finally beat it. 62 home runs with 1 game left to go. They are at Texas right now against the Rangers. You know another team I'm really excited for right now? The Philadelphia Phillies. Pennsylvania team. Gotta show our PA pride here. Pittsburgh was never going to go to the playoffs. I think they have 100 losses. But the Phillies finally stopping an 11-year drought. They are in the playoffs. They are in the postseason for the first time in 11 years, since 2011. They will be at St. Louis this weekend for the best-of-3 National League Wild Card Series. That should be exciting. The Phillies should win that series, which they probably will. They have won the season series against St. Louis this year, at home and away. Who knows? Maybe I want to if Phillies win, maybe I'll try to get some playoff tickets for the Phillies if they get past they'll face Atlanta. Just a big sports day here, ladies and gentlemen. Big sports day. And we're going to have a shove here called against Bain. And it's a free kick here for the Mustangs. Less than 7 minutes left to go. When this half concludes, we're used to taking a 1 minute or 2 minute timeout before the halftime report. But we got so much to talk about today that we're pretty much going to go right into it as soon as this first half is over. And that was a good shot here for Garrett Bartlow and a fantastic save. Probably not necessary from Ford. But it's going to be another corner here for the Mustangs. Garrett Bartlow going to deliver it. And that ball gets cleared out by Bain. Tanner Sigler trying to get it back. And oh my goodness, this could be a breakaway. But nope, Brandon McKeever's got to clear that ball out. Passing back and forth between both teams. With less than 6 minutes left to go. Blue Devils on the attack now. And Bryce Turek able to clear it out. Ball was stopped by Josiah Twig for a second. And Kyle Pork got to show off his big speed. And Kyle Pork marching in front. Now that ball gets away. Kyle Pork, he scores! Goal! His 10th of the year, Kyle Port. A costly mistake from Ethan Ford, the goalkeeper, and with 5:25 left to go, the Mustangs take a 1-0 lead. Kyle Port with his 10th goal of the year. And it's 1-0 for the Mustangs late here in the first half. Now the Blue Devils are trying to get back right into this game with 4:40 left to go. And now here's Bain. Bain being tripped up a little bit by Josiah Twig, and Twig is not happy with this call as the Blue Devils are going to get a really good opportunity here on a free kick inside the 20-yard line. Ball has got to be spot at between the 17 and 18-yard line. Make it right at the 18. The Blue Devils trying to get back into it. 4 minutes left to go. Number 9, Garrett Decker, going to deliver this free kick. Expect to go right at the net, and it does. It goes right towards Reisinger. Reisinger muffed it a little bit, but he's able to hang on here. Good save to keep the 1-goal lead for West Prairie where it is. On Monday, West Prairie had a 1-goal lead early in the game. But then Bowling Springs got the equalizer pretty much at this point of the game on Monday. And now here's Garrett Bartlow. Bartlow looking for a through ball. It gets too far ahead. It's got to be taken by Ford. Again, we strongly encourage everyone to stick around for the West Prairie Athletic Park halftime report immediately following this first half, as we will officially announce the West Prairie Athletics Hall of Fame class of 2022. And what we'll see later this week for West Prairie Athletics, especially here on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. And our answer to our trivia question of the game, all of this and more coming up on the West Prairie Athletic Park halftime report. But man, that Hall of Fame class, it looks big, ladies and gentlemen. Just trust me, you do not want to miss it. The official announcement was never posted on Facebook, it was never posted on Twitter or Instagram or any social media. Now here's Kyle Port. Kyle Port looking for a long cross and goes nowhere. Instead, it's going to be taken by Henry Drawball. Throwing here for the Mustangs with 2 minutes left to go. There's Garrett Barlow and a long shot from Mason Sano and right towards Ford. Mason Sano, a strike from distance, but it goes right to Ethan Ford. Ball cleared out by McKeever. .80 seconds left to go here in the first half. Throwing here for Greencastle-Antrim. Final minute here in the first half. .40 seconds left to go here. West Prairie trying to double their advantage here. And here's Bain. Ball taken by, or no, he actually kicked away from Reeser and looking for Bryce Turok. Turok finding number 10, that's Caleb Bain. And that ball is going to roll to the side. And we're going to, oh my goodness, we're going to have a corner here. Greencastle has to hurry up here with 10 seconds left to go. I don't think Greencastle's got to get this corner off in time. They're not even going to, well, they could try here very quickly here in the final second. And that ball is up in the air, and that will conclude the first half here at Mustang Stadium. 1 goal for Kyle Port. And that is the difference maker. It happened just a few minutes ago, and we have reached halftime here, and we are going to get right to it with the West Prairie Athletic Park halftime report. No break, so stick where you are. We're here for now the West Prairie Athletic Park halftime report. What we have seen so far this week, we had a day off yesterday, and that's probably a really good thing because we had boys soccer here on Monday for 100 minutes in double overtime, but the Mustangs had a 1-1 draw against Bowling Springs, so that's pretty much everything we have seen so far this week. West Prairie Field Hockey had a big win at Northern I saw yesterday. 3-0 victory. West Prairie Field Hockey will be in action tomorrow for Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup. But we won't be here for field hockey, not for West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. Tomorrow we are making history as we will be having our first ever broadcast inside West Prairie Middle School. We'll have West Prairie varsity girls volleyball tomorrow against Gettysburg. That will be at 6:15. West Prairie girls volleyball against Gettysburg at the middle school. The reason why it's at the middle school is because they're working on the gym floor at the high school, so that match has been moved to the middle school tomorrow night, and we'll be broadcasting that game tomorrow right here on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. Our first ever broadcast at the middle school. We are so excited for that tomorrow at 6:15. Then on Friday night, we'll have West Prairie football, the undefeated Mustangs, 6-0, looking to make it 7 in a row, as they'll be hosting the Big Spring Bulldogs in a pinkout game, as well as the Hall of Fame game. We'll get to the Hall of Fame in just a second. Then on Saturday, we'll have the 2022 Perry County Boys Soccer Tournament. That will start at 2 o'clock. 3 games, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock. We'll have Greenwood versus Susquehanna at 2 o'clock to start the day. Then at 4 o'clock, we'll have West Prairie against Susquehanna. And then at 6 o'clock, most likely the championship game on Saturday night at 6 o'clock, West Prairie versus Greenwood. You can catch that entire tournament right here on the West Prairie Athletic Prairie YouTube channel on Saturday, starting at 2 o'clock with Greenwood against Susquehanna. Well, as we were saying, West Prairie football is 6-0, and they are having a Hall of Fame football game on Friday night. And now it is my honor to officially announce the West Prairie Athletics Hall of Fame class of 2022. 4 inductees this year, and our first one is Jenna Biter. She was in the same class as me, same class of 2012. You probably remember her as Jenna Canals, but she has since then been married. Now she is Jenna Biter. And she was a big-time athlete here at West Prairie. She had a good career for track and field as well. She competed in the sprints and the triple jump. And she also was the leadoff leg in the 4x400 meter relay team. And she has set school records in track and field, but still hold up today. She was she earned the Track and Field Coaches Award in 2009 as a freshman. But what Jenna Canals, now Jenna Biter, was really known for was her athletic career on the field hockey field. She was a fantastic field hockey player. She was a 4-year varsity starter. She started by being named the West Prairie Rookie of the Year as a freshman, while helping the Mustangs to a District 3 playoff appearance. During her sophomore year, in addition to again being named a Carlisle Sentinel First Team All-Star, she was selected as a Mid-Penn Conference Capital Division All-Star, a feat that she repeated following her junior and senior years. She had a bunch of numerous awards. She was a Patriot News Big 11 second team. She was West Prairie Field Hockey MVP. She was a Pennsylvania High School Field Hockey Coaches Association's All-State second team as well. And she later, her accomplishments on the field hockey field was so. Yep. So, yep. She was also a very good person in the classroom as well. She excelled in the classroom, earning an award for finishing in the top 11 in her class 3 consecutive years and being selected for a National Honor Society. She also won several West Prairie and Capital Area Science Fair awards and Gold Key awards for journalism and drawing. She was a fantastic writer and an artist as well. She finished her career at West Prairie by winning 3 very prestigious awards. She won the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame Scholar Athlete Award, and she became only the 3rd West Prairie athlete in history at the time, joining Tony Petrick and Aaron Silver to win the John Travers Award sponsored by the Patriot News. And she was the valedictorian of West Prairie class of 2012. Very smart girl, very smart. She played field hockey, and she also did her studies at Drexel University in Philadelphia. She was a 4-year starter there as well. She had numerous accolades. She was named to the CAA All-Rookie team, and she led the Dragons to the Colonial Athletic Association Championship as a freshman. She was named the team MVP there as well. So that's the first inductee, and yeah, actually more about Jenna. She was also a member of the USA field hockey team. She never made it to the Olympics, but she played in the National Futures Championship for 3 years and on the junior under 21 women's national indoor hockey team as well. She moved on to become one of 2 high school players chosen by the U.S. Senior Women's National Indoor Field Hockey Team. She then finished up serving as an assistant coach for the USA Indoor Hockey Masters team for international competition. Our next inductee for the Hall of Fame is Jesse Urick, and Jesse Urick is no doubt a Hall of Famer. He also graduated in 2012. Or yeah, so he was a big time basketball player. He was also a soccer player, Jesse Urich, the son of the then basketball coach Michael Urich for the boys' side. He contributed winning the Perry County tournament for the first time, capturing the school's first ever Mid-Penn Capital Division championship, and making to 4 consecutive District 3 playoff appearances. During his junior year, the Mustangs then set a school record of 50 wins back then in his junior year in 2011. Over his basketball career, he accumulated 251 steals, 277 rebounds, 333 assists, and he scored an impressive 1,164 points. Jesse later went on to continue his education and basketball career at Misericordia University, where he played basketball for the Cougars for 3 years and was a member of the MAC Freedom Conference Championship team in 2015. Our next inductee is Sam Weaver. Sam Weaver was in school here in the late 1960s, and Sam played football for 4 years and contributed to the first 2 winning seasons in West Prairie history back in 1966 and 67. He was also a big-time thrower. He was actually more known for being a thrower on the track and field team. He did a shot put and discus throw, but he was a master of the javelin throw. Despite not having the advantage of today's rubber runways or javelin shoes, Sam managed to excel throwing over grass, dirt, and mud while wearing football cleats. As a senior, he set a West Prairie record with a javelin throw of 191 feet and 2 inches, and became the longest lasting record in school history until it was broken just a few years ago in 2019 after 52 years. He also qualified for a District 3 championship where he earned a silver medal in District 3. He then advanced to throw at the state championships. Sam's teammate, West Prairie Hall of Famer Al Keller, said Sam was a dependable athlete as he constantly practiced hard so that he could improve his technique and his personal best. Very quickly here, our last inductee here is Scott Moyer. Scott Moyer was born into a natural coaching family. Scott Moyer followed in his parents' footsteps to become one of the top girls basketball coaches in central Pennsylvania. He was a big-time head coach. He was a JV boys soccer coach for several seasons when he first started. Then in 1986, he became the head girls basketball coach. Over the next 29 years, he built one of the best girls basketball programs in District 3. The highlights of his career and his second to none. 10 seasons with at least 20 wins, 26 winning seasons, and a counting record 27 wins in 1994. Scott's postseason resume is equally impressive with 25 District 3 playoff appearances, 3 District 3 championship game appearances, 8 state playoff appearances, and 3 times advancing to the state championship Elite 8. He had 15 Perry County titles, 7 Mid-Penn Division 3 championships, 2 Mid-Penn Capital Division championships, and 2 District 3 AAA championships. In 1992, he was named the Old Timers Athletic Association Coach of the Year in 1992. He also had the privilege of coaching 12 1,000 point scorers. As now we are very quickly on our way that Scott finished his Mustang coaching career by serving as both the JV boys soccer coach and JV boys basketball coach for 5 years. And that is your West Prairie 2022 Hall of Fame class for West Prairie Athletics. That will do it for the West Prairie Athletic part halftime report, as we actually forgot to set our clock here, so we're going to do that very quickly here. We're going to take a break here and catch our breath a little bit, as that is your West Prairie Athletics Hall of Fame class of 2022. They will be recognized during the halftime show on the football game on Friday. We'll be right back in just a few seconds while the game is going on. Okay, now we're back. So, yeah, that was a long halftime report. Good doing in 10 minutes, but right now, very quickly, we're going to have our West Play Athletic Power Trivia question of the game. Greencastle-Antrim's first ever appearance in the District 3 tournament. Actually, that was a corner here for West Perry as Garrett Barlow tries to get it. Anyway, back to the trivia question. Greencastle-Antrim's first ever appearance in a District 3 tournament was back in 1963. It was a 4-0 victory against this team. If you're probably a grandparent or a parent of a current West Bay athlete or student, and you probably went to Blaine Union. Blaine Union back in 1963 faced the Blue Devils, and the Blue Devils were victorious 4-0 in that game back in 1963. It was also the only appearance that Blaine Union High School ever made to the Boys Soccer District 3 tournament. And that's your answer. Greencastle against Blaine Union back in 1963. I wasn't even a thought yet. I think my grandmother was actually in school when that happened. We also have a fan request here from earlier today. We want to send a special happy birthday who's probably watching, hopefully watching right now. Happy birthday to Tony Jeffries. Happy birthday, Tony. That was a request from him and some fans here tonight. So, happy birthday, Tony, if you're watching. It's now the Blue Devils. I'm probably going to start getting a lot of requests for birthdays now. I mean, it all started on Friday when Tanner Sigler's family requested that I announce Tanner Sigler's birthday, who's number 2 on the team right now. He's 16 years old. He turned 16 last week. Here is Garrett Barlow now. And now here is Kyle Portland. Or no, that was Mason Sano, but a foul is going to be coming though before the pass. And so West Bright's got to have a free kick. Josiah Trigg got to deliver this free kick close to the 45-yard line. Josiah Trigg, a boomer and a header here for Mason Sano. A perfect target for Josiah Trigg to find Mason Sano, but Sano's header was right to Ethan Ford. That was very close to a 2-goal lead for the Mustangs. Ethan Dodson. Tomorrow night, West Prairie Field Hockey will be at home against Greencastle-Antrim. That will be a 7:15 start. But our broadcast will be up at the middle school for the first time ever, as we'll have West Prairie Girls Volleyball, Varsity Girls Volleyball, at the middle school against Gettysburg. That game will start at 6:15 tomorrow night, right here on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. But so far, a very good game, a close game here. 1-goal lead for the Mustangs, as you can see on the bottom of your screen. Kyle Port with the 1 goal, with just 6 minutes left in the first half. It was scoreless for most of the game until 6 minutes left to go. And a really good shot right there for Greencastle. That was Henry draw ball with the long shot from distance, but Raciner got up high enough to grab that ball and make a great save there after a great shot. Man, that was close. That was close to tying this game up. Mason Sano. Mason Sano going towards Bryce Turok. Bryce Turok going for a through ball. Mason Sano keeping the ball in. Good hustle there for Sano. Pass it back to Weaver. Weaver going back down to Sano. But Ford has got to hang on to it. Good interception there for Josiah Trigg, finding Ethan Dodson. Getting up all the way from Bain, and oh my goodness, we're going to have a foul called here against the Mustangs. Free kick here for the Blue Devils. There have been some interesting calls here tonight from the officials. But without our officials here, we wouldn't be playing at all. So, show our support for our officiating crew here today. Free kick being almost cleared out. That ball's got to be cleared out. Garrett Bartlow finding Justin Clegg. Clegg looking for a long through ball, and a great hustle there for Kyle Port. And Port almost had it, but he slipped and fell there. The field does look to be a little bit slippery up here, so we see some big patches of water on the field. So the field could be a little bit slippery here as we had rain from the remnants of Hurricane Ian in the last few days, but now I think Hurricane Ian has finally gone away, so we can now start enjoying this weather. I was surprised, like I woke up early this morning for work, and it was cloudy, it was raining, it was dark. It's like, oh man, it's just going to be another day of rain, but then I got home from work, and it was still cloudy. Not raining, but it was still cloudy. And then I get home, play a couple video games for a few hours, and then I get out of the house, and it's sunny out. I was like, oh my goodness, Ian has finally gone away here, and now our weather here for tonight is picture perfect. That ball got past Michael Weaver. Yeah, our friends over at ABC 27 Weather Center was predicting cloudy skies and rain all day today, but Ian decided, hey, time to get out of here. And now we're going to have a shove here. Some Westbury fans are expecting a card, but they will not get it. There was one yellow card earlier in this game. That was against Westbury's Ethan Dodson. So a free kick here now for the Mustangs on their own 40. Here's Dodson. Dodson looking for Bartlow. Gets taken away by the Blue Devils. And that was almost a handball by Bryce Turok. And Josiah Drigg pass gets intercepted by Caleb Bain. And now that ball got away. But it's going to be taken by Andrew Riesinger. Riesinger has been doing very well so far in this game. He's been doing very well all season, as a matter of fact. Sure, he gave up one goal for a draw on Monday, but so far tonight he has been doing very well, made a couple really good saves. And now lovely through ball, Mason Sano. Mason Sano looking for Garrett Bartlow, and that ball goes too far out of reach from Bartlow. And it's got to be taken by Ethan Ford. Now just 10 minutes into the second half, Westbury hang on to a one-goal lead. The one goal was scored by Kyle Port late in the final minutes of the first half. Here's Justin Clegg looking for Kyle Port. That ball taken away by Garrett Decker. Decker has been all over the place here today. He had a couple of nice, really good shots. And that ball got away. Finds Mason Sano. Sano with 5 blue devils around here. We've got to look for a through ball here for Kyle Port. Port is going upfield. And he's got to look for a cross. And, offsides. Offsides called on Kyle Port. Didn't look. It looked good from up here, but that's why I'm not an official. Offsides kick here coming from Ford. A short kick. And Ethan Dodson looking for Mason Sano. Oh my God, he's got an opportunity. Takes a shot that goes way off. Again, congratulations to our West Bay Hall of Fame class of 2022. Jenna Biter, Jesse Urich, Sam Weaver, and Scott Moyer. Our 2022 Hall of Fame class for West Bay Athletics. All 4 of them will be recognized on Friday night during the halftime show, listing all their accomplishments. Like, I have the entire biographies here, all the biographies here of the Hall of Famers right here in front of me, but they're just too long. It'll probably take up a whole half. Probably take the rest of this game. Michael Weaver finding Kyle Port. Port going downfield, looking for Garrett Bartlow. Perhaps Bartlow is going to get there. Bartlow, and dangerous tackle there. Bartlow hang on to it, and that shot gets blocked by Garrett Decker. West Bay is looking for a season sweep against the Blue Devils for the first time ever as Mid-Penn Colonial Division rivals. Last year, these two teams split, with the home team winning each game. And earlier this season, here's Michael Weaver. Michael Weaver going down the middle for Garrett Bartlow, and Bartlow got too far ahead. And nice awareness there for Mason Sano. Clearing it back to Bryce Turok. Now to Josiah Twig. Josiah Twig trying to give that ball away from Mitch Lago. Long ball, and oh my goodness, almost a mistake there again from Ford. And he got the ball away from Garrett Bartlow. Back on September 13th, at Greencastle-Antrim, the Mustangs were victorious 4-1. And by the way, that one goal for the Mustangs, it was the first goal that Greencastle-Antrim has given up in the last 4 games. So that's a big time accomplishment for the Mustangs. The question is, can that one goal hang in there? Can it hold up here for the Mustangs? West Bay's got to get a free kick now. There have been a lot of big tackles here. A lot of them could result in a yellow card perhaps. But nothing so far. That one yellow card issued to Ethan Dodson was called after Dodson was not clear far enough after a free kick, so that's a yellow card automatically. Dalton Young is now in the game for the first time today, coming in for Garrett Bartlow. But right now, Kyle Port, his 10th goal of the year, is the difference maker. He now leads the team in goals. Garrett Bartlow with 9 goals heading into today's game. And, oh my goodness, a collision there from 2 Blue Devils. It's got to be a handball called against Greencastle-Antrim. Don Young almost had an opportunity right there. Couple of headers back and forth here for Blue Devils. Here is Bain. Back over here to Bain. Michael Weaver try to get rid of it. And Bryce Turok clearing that ball out. Have you ever thought of becoming a PLWA official? You ever thought of becoming a referee for soccer, as well as football, cross country, field hockey, volleyball, basketball, wrestling, baseball, softball, or track and field? Now's your opportunity. Go to PIAAD3.org to find out how you can become a PIAA District 3 official. Again, that is PIAAD3.org. I'll throw in a little slippery hands here, as that will go to the Mustangs. The throw was made by Henry Drawball. Ball might be a little bit slippery, as the turf might be wet from the rain that we had the last several days. We can pretty much see it on the field here from Mustang Stadium. Here's draw ball again. Draw ball find Bryce Turok. Michael Weaver. And that ball got away for a moment. And Don Young with the takeaway looking for a cross, and that's going to go out for a West Prairie corner. Can't see the corner from here, so just assuming right in the center here, right in front of the net. Ethan Dodson to deliver this corner. Corner played in, and oh my goodness, that went in! Will it count, though? Will it count? The clock stopped at 21:53. No, that goal did not count. So we are still at one goal apiece. I don't know what was against that goal there, but the officials did not give it to the Mustangs. It looked like it went off of Dalton Young, but in the end, no goal. The clock did stop for a minute. That's a big call there by the officials. And oh my goodness, almost a costly mistake. That ball almost blocked by Mason Sano. We're here now to Dalton Young. Dalton Young looking for a cross. From Bryce Turok for a second there. Excuse me, no, that was Josiah Trigg. Throwing here for the Blue Devils. Garrett Decker to deliver the throw this time. Here's Garrett Bartlow now. Bartlow looking for a long through ball to Kyle Port. Port with run. Oh, he went past the ball. Has to step back a little bit. And that ball, almost an ideal pass, but it's going to be taken by Ford. That ball was not cleared well by Cooper Noblet. Now halfway through the second half. Kyle Port, one goal, is the difference maker. And that ball cleared out. Substitutions now come in for the Blue Devils. Number 9, Garrett Decker back in. See who else. Number 20, Brady Wagner is back in for the Blue Devils. Throw in here coming up for Greencastle-Antrim. Throwing, it looks good. Ball cleared back. Cleared up by the Mustangs. Here's Kyle Port. Getting away from Garrett Decker. And it's a throw in for the Mustangs. Again, we want to thank everyone at home for tuning in on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics. For so far, a very exciting Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup between the two teams, West Prairie Mustangs and the Greencastle-Antrim Blue Devils. The Mustangs are looking for a first ever sweep against the Blue Devils as Mid-Penn Colonial Division rivals. West Prairie currently 7-1-1 in that division. And now a lovely through ball from Garrett Bartlow to find Dalton Young. Young looking for a cross and he gets it low, looking for Mason Sano, but that will be taken away. And hold everything now as we're going to have a free kick now for West Prairie. As the Mustangs, Garrett Bartlow is going to kick it from right at the 30. Garrett Bartlow, free kick, line drive, and cleared out by the Blue Devils. Passing back and forth here for Greencastle-Antrim. We're now to Wagner. And here's Bain. Pass down the middle to Lago. Lago with the ball. And back to Lago now. We're here now to Bain. A long shot. Oh my goodness, that looked good from up here, but it went way wide. A long shot from Lago. And it's a goal kick here for West Prairie. That ball out of bounds, last touched by Ryan Farrell. Dalton Young trying to get possession. That ball, a whistle blown. Free kick, Blue Devils. I don't know what it was for, but we got 16 minutes left to go here in the second half. The Blue Devils trying to get back into this game. They are far from out of it. One goal will equalize it. Another throw in here for the Blue Devils, making quick work here. There's Young. That ball cleared out. Long throw here. And Terry Ziegler gets shoved. And he'll get the call. Well, there was a lot of pushing and shoving here for both these teams here today. But so far, no yellow cards as a result from them. Bryce Turok to deliver the free kick. Turok going down the middle. Don't know who he was going for. Michael Weaver passing now to the hour number 11, Ryan Farrell. Again, this is the big game in terms of playoff hopes for both teams. West Prairie is currently ranked number 3 in the District 3 2A power rankings, only behind number 1 Fleetwood and number 2 Bakerville, with the top 10 teams qualifying for the District 3 2A playoffs. But for Greencastle, this is a big game for them. They are currently ranked number 16 in Class AAA District 3 power rankings, and the top 16 teams qualify for the District 3 AAA playoffs. So for Greencastle-Antrim, they are right there at the bottom of the playoff standings. Yeah, this is a big game for both teams, and the Blue Devils are doing everything they can to try to rise up in the power rankings, looking for a better playoff spot. The Blue Devils haven't been in the playoffs since 2019, and now here's a good takeaway for Michael Weaver, and Weaver just rolls that ball out. Here's Ryan Farrell for the throw. Bryce Targ with a header. And now Mason Sano. Yeah, good defensive stuff there. Actually, that's number 13 for West Prairie. That is Wyatt Miller. Wyatt Miller in the game for West Prairie. We haven't seen him on Monday, but he is back here in action here tonight. One thing you all probably noticed by now, number 16, Caleb Nickel, is not here with us tonight. And a back kick here for Ford. But anyway, Caleb Nickel is not here today, and the reason for that, he is not injured, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be worried about that. But Caleb Nickel is currently on a class field trip right now. He is at Washington, D.C. I don't know what class it's for, but hey, that's pretty cool. Going down Washington, D.C. I don't know what he's doing there. I'll have questions for him on Saturday. I remember when I went to Washington, D.C. one time for a field trip. That was back in 8th grade when I was in middle school. Went down to Washington and saw all the monuments, the Washington Monument, Lincoln Memorial. Got to see the White House for a little bit. I didn't get to meet the president. I can tell you that. Actually, if I remember, I think I actually toured the White House when I was down there one time. Nope, did not meet the president back in 2008. Who was the president in 2008? Was that Bush? Yeah. Bush or Obama, one of those two. I think it was Bush. Yeah, I don't know. I remember my presidents, but not when they served. I don't even know who the president is now. No, I'm totally kidding. Here's Dalton Young. And looking for a nice through ball here for Garrett Barlow. Barlow can hang on to this. Got to do a juke move along in front of 15. With a shot and goes right between the goalpost and the net. Oh my goodness. That's a tight spot there and a fantastic shot by Garrett Barlow. Just went above the net and under the goalpost here at Mustang Stadium. That's a tough shot. Hey, I'll give him style points for that. That's a very hard shot to make. It's not a very big space. And oh boy, tangled up here. And yep, Ethan Dodson gotta be careful now as Dodson already has a yellow card, but fortunately for him, that does not result in a second. But a free kick here for the Blue Devils at the 25 with 9 minutes left to go. We're in for a tight finish here, ladies and gentlemen. The Blue Devils looking to tie this game up and possibly force overtime, and that ball goes off of Rieslinger, and oh my goodness, that's a goal! Or no, it won't. It is not a goal. The officials one of the officials say that ball was taken out of the hands of Riesinger, so that goal does not count. A big break there for the Mustangs. As we are still at 1-0. 1-0 here for the Mustangs. Big break there for the Mustangs. Official saying that ball was taken out of the hands. And oh my goodness, a tough shot there. Blocked by his own teammate. And Mason Sano trying to get the ball away from Andrew Bowers. And good pressure here by the Mustang forwards. Man, we were so close to getting an equalizer here and having a tie ball game. One thing that West Prairie definitely does not want to do, they don't want overtime again. That ball will roll out for a West Prairie goal kick. Each team has had a ball in the net, but the goal did not count. That has happened for both teams here in the second half. As now here's Tanner Sigler. There's Mason Sano now. Sano going outfield looking for Young perhaps, and that ball gets cleared out. And Don Young able to get break free here. And looking for a cross. Gets past everyone and finds Kyle Port. Port going back to Justin Clegg. And instead finds Garrett Bartlow. Bartlow with some good dribbling moves here. 6.5 minutes left to go here. West Prairie scores one more goal. That could easily wrap it up. West Prairie is looking for their 10th win on the year. A year ago, this West Prairie team went 14-4-1. And now they are 9-1-1, looking for a similar record from a year ago. Their one draw a year ago was on the road at East Chunian. That was in the 4th game of the year, their first away game of the year, in fact. By now, almost a similar record at this point from a year ago. 9 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. The 1 loss was at Northern. And the 1 draw that just 48 hours ago here at home against Boiling Springs. And nice block here for Dalton Young. Ball taken by Bowers. And officials had to get out of the way there to find number 30. And now here's Kyle Port. He's got to show off his big speed. Could bring it. Oh my goodness, that ball got too far away. And oh no, Kyle Port is now down on the field. And we're going to have a timeout here. Kyle Port is down at the 5-yard line. Gotta reset our clock here. 5 minutes and 1 second. That is not good for the West Prairie Mustangs. Kyle Port is down on the field after that shot got too far off and went right into the arms of Ethan Ford, the Greencastle-Antrim goalkeeper. But this is bad news for West Prairie soccer fans. Kyle Port, the leading scorer, he had the 1 goal earlier in this game, late in the first half. And Kyle Port is able to get back up. He's actually got to walk off his own power. I this obviously doesn't look like a serious injury. It might just be a cramp after running so hard. Because Kyle Porter, he can run, ladies and gentlemen. He can really run, showing off his big speed, and sometimes that just happens. So West Prairie fans and the team, they'll feel a lot better if Kyle Porter can get back into this game in the final 5 minutes. But chances are, like, they might just hang on to keep him at the bench for the rest of the game. Unless if the game gets tied. Wyatt Miller. And now here come the Blue Devils. And that ball goes way wide for a West Prairie goal kick. We had a high pressure game on Monday. We have it here again today. 1 goal lead for the Mustangs. Kyle Port had the 1 goal late in the first half. And now the Mustangs just trying to hang on here. In Greencastle's last game against Shippensburg, the Blue Devils got the 1 goal from Mitch Lago in a 1-0 victory against Shippensburg. But now here are the Mustangs with a 1 goal lead. And that ball almost cleared out by Josiah Twig. And now an opportunity here for the Blue Devils, and that shot will go wide. Wasn't pressured at all by Andrew Riesinger. Andrew Riesinger taking his time as he should. Don't want to take it off it though, or that could be a turnover. Through ball, and Mason Sano slipping a little bit. But yeah, it probably is a really good idea for West Prairie head coach Jared Wiley to just keep Kyle Port on the bench. Don't want to risk hurting him even further, especially with the Perry County tournament coming up on Saturday. And now a free kick here for the Blue Devils. Greencastle-Antrim fans here in the stands, telling their boys to hurry up. Time is quickly running out. And a long shot. It's off of Riesinger, and he's able to dive down and grab it. That's a few times so far in the last 10 minutes that we have seen Riesinger bobble the ball there. One time it actually did go in the net, but the ball did not count. The goal did not count. The game on Monday against Boiling Springs lasted 100 minutes. Now we have 100 seconds left to go. And a big free kick here for the Mustangs. West Prairie, all you have to do right now, if you're the Mustangs, is just hang on. You don't necessarily have to score another goal. But whatever you do, do not give up the equalizer to the Blue Devils, or else we'll definitely see overtime. Here's Garrett Bartlow now. Bartlow hang on, fending off number 9, Garrett Decker. Garrett versus Garrett. Bartlow versus Decker. And Garrett Bartlow with a nice trickery there. Inside the end zone, not being pushed back. And now passed down the middle for Mason Sano. That ball gets cleared out, but not very well. And that ball will go out for a Greencastle-Antrim goal kick. The Blue Devils need to hurry here. 42 seconds left to go here. The Blue Devils need an equalizer to force overtime. West Prairie does not want overtime. Not again, at least. The Blue Devils. Here is Bain. Bain being blocked. And that ball roll out Blue Devils need to hurry here. Throwing here for Greencastle-Antrim. 10 seconds left to go. We are in for a wild one here, ladies and gentlemen. And 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and the West Prairie Mustangs fend off a tough draw on Monday to beat the Blue Devils. 1-0 here in this one. The one goal scored by Kyle Port hangs up here for the West Prairie Mustangs. A big-time win for the West Prairie Mustangs. We'll be right back in 30 seconds for the West Prairie Athletic Park post-game report right here on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. West Prairie wins it 1-0. We'll be right back in 20 seconds. We are back here now for the West Prairie Athletic Park post-game report. As you can see on the bottom of your screen, 1-0 here for the West Prairie Mustangs, getting a big-time win in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. After a tough draw on Monday with the Bubblers, the Mustangs come up big to remain unbeaten here at home, with the Perry County Tournament just a couple of days away. The one goal for Cal Port. It was a really good goal. It was wide open net, but really, like a lot of fans were saying here, that that goal really shouldn't have counted because it was a goal. It was a shot right to Ethan Ford, the Greencastle-Antrim goalkeeper, and he tried to hang on to it, but it bounced off of him a little bit to get far enough away from him to get to Kyle Port, and Port just got past the goalkeeper, wide open net, and that just went in. Very slow roller into the net late in the first half. It's just over 6 minutes left to go in the first half. But now that one goal holds up to give the Mustangs their 10th win of the year and their first ever season sweep against the Greencastle-Antrim Blue Devils as Mid-Penn Colonial Division rivals. A big victory in so far a very big season for the West Prairie Mustangs. Our West Prairie Athletic Park player of the game goes to Kyle Port. He did not come back in after he was injured with 5 minutes left to go in the game, but he had the one goal. He had a couple of fantastic shots and some great runs. Man, Kyle Port was a difference maker. He is our West Prairie Athletic Park player of the game here tonight. West Prairie now improves to 10-1-1 overall. 10 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. They are now 8-1-1 in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. The Greencastle-Antrim Blue Devils now dropped to 8-4 overall. They are now 7-4 in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. Next time out for both teams, the Blue Devils will be on the road again on Saturday at 10 a.m. when the Blue Devils travel to Bermudian Springs to take on the Eagles. That game is set for a 10 o'clock kickoff, 10 a.m. Saturday morning. And for the West Prairie Mustangs, they'll be back here at home on Saturday afternoon to host the 2022 Perry County Boys Soccer Tournament. You can catch that entire tournament right here on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. It starts at 2 o'clock with Greenwood versus Susquehanna. Then at 4 o'clock, Susquehanna versus West Perry. And then at 6 o'clock, most likely the championship game, West Perry versus Greenwood at 6 o'clock. It all starts at 2 o'clock Saturday. We hope you can tune in for that one as well. Our next broadcast here, we'll be making history tomorrow afternoon at 6:15 for West Prairie Girls Volleyball against the Gettysburg Warriors for our first ever broadcast at West Prairie Middle School. That will be a fun one to watch tomorrow. West Prairie looking for their first win in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division, and Gettysburg is just looking for their 4th win tomorrow night. Should be a good one with 2 teams from the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. First ever broadcast at West Prairie Middle School tomorrow night at 6:15. You can also catch West Prairie Field Hockey being streamed live on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel tomorrow at 7:15 when Field Hockey takes on Greencastle-Antrim tomorrow night here at Mustang Stadium. No commentary for that game, unfortunately. I'll be at volleyball tomorrow night. So good luck to West Prairie Field Hockey tomorrow, and we'll see you tomorrow night for West Prairie Volleyball against Gettysburg. That's going to do it for us here at West Prairie High School. On behalf of our athletic director Ryan Anderson, our high school principal Chris Rollin, and all of us here at West Prairie High School, I am Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes at West Prairie Athletics, saying so long from West Prairie High School. This has been a presentation of West Prairie Boys Soccer against Greencastle-Antrim Blue Devils, exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. Your final score on this one, West Prairie wins it 1-0. Good night, everybody.